awareness, ability, and desire. Those are the rational, that's how you know the rational, the fight between, or the competition between two people is rational. Or so what it says in the game theory. I could try to explain, I am explaining it. But y'all not really interested in the political game. Y'all not interested in the psychological game either. It's what is that third piece, and that what makes it triadic, you know? It's seeing psychology versus philosophy. That's a nice little mental battle. They both deny that it's spiritual, which is weird. But physical is easy to understand. It's, you know, that's slap box. That's box. That's wrestling, you know, karate, let's kick each other. And as I sit back and I watch women do it, it's the most ignorant thing I've ever seen in my life. Because they're sore losers, you know, like, you know they're sore losers because most of the times it turns into gossip. With the fellows, it really don't turn into gossip. It does, but it doesn't. You know, when the very first battle was Cain and Abel, so did Abel, you know, tease him like, I beat you at farming, you know, or he was the shepherd. So the story goes. But here's the Lord, and we're still in question on whether or not that was Adam and his two sons. And we still don't want to understand that triadic understanding. That's the original awareness, ability, and desire. It translates into that. You know, and when we know the results, Cain got overcome by jealousy, by losing the first fight, which was to please the Lord. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. The Lord our God, that is. But then we come into question of what does that have to relate with the lady being the goddess? The goddess is trying to be greater than the God. Or vice versa. So that's their argument. And we're pointing all over the places. Y'all separating us, you separating us, you separating us. When the fellows, me and my son, we just playing some Monopoly. Wanna play? We just playing some Risk. Wanna play? Playing some Battleship. Do you wanna play? And trying to teach y'all how to, you know, program or the game theory is the first thing is the rules. Right? Monopoly comes with rules. Right? It's 2 to 6 players, I think, or something like that, right? You got 2 to 6 players, and the rules are the same. Now, Risk the rules are a little different, right? You're dealing with a game that's a little more different. Like instead of 2 dice, you're dealing with 5 dice, right? But another change is when it's 2 to 8 players, I think. So you can have more players playing Risk, I think, right? I have to look up the rules, and that's part of game theory. So you have more than, you know, 6 players maybe, and then when you have 2 players, the rules are a little different. Because then you set up a third player to be the neutral territory. So technically, you're dealing with 3 players. Like the minimum you can play with Risk is 3 players. So one of the players is actually a neutral player where you randomize it, flipping the cards. The rules are just a little different. And you have to program all that into, or you have to teach the computer all that in order to understand awareness, ability, and desire. Right? And I'm just keep using computer science as a key key to understanding game theory, because it doesn't have to include the computer. It can be just in real life. Game theory can just be real life without the computer. I just like to explain the computer aspect of it, because we're at a point where we're assuming that artificial intelligence is going to take over. That here comes the Matrix. We're now entering in that new zone of fighting robots. You know, Biden said he want to send drones to our houses. You can't compete with us, right? But it's like, nah, that was just an old man just being funny, and you know. But I mean, he did lay the groundwork in destroying our families. He's laying the groundwork, you know? So that's why I look at Fanny as just like, you laid the groundwork in destroying his family. And he's working the groundworks of, you know, destroying your life. Because you had to pay him more than you get paid you. Right? That's the game, right? Who makes more money? Who makes more cash, should I say? Money is time. That's what you spend with God. Awareness, ability, and desire.